Hello, NUSL class of 2000. It's your classmate, Deborah Johnson. And I hope this message finds each and every one of you doing well, notwithstanding the incredibly unbelievable times we are currently living in. I believe our collective passion and action for social justice is needed now more than ever. So as we all know, it has been 20 years since we left NUSL, and inquiring minds want to know what we've been up to since May 26, 2000. No doubt there's been a lot. There have been marriages, children, promotions, changes in career, changes in the direction of life. Maybe your path since law school has looked nothing like you expected. I know that that's true for me. And maybe it looks exactly as you thought it would. And maybe it's somewhere in between. Whatever the case, it has brought you to the place where you are today. And we want to know what life has looked like for you over the past 20 years. So please tell us what you've been up to. I keep saying we, because as some of you know, I came back to NUSL last year as a member of the full-time faculty, teaching in the Legal Skills and Social Context program, better known as LSSC. LSSC is the successor to what used to be our legal practice and law, culture, and difference classes, LCD, remember that? So I'd love to tell you more about what's happening at the law school and even about my own path over the past 20 years, but I'm going to do that in my update for the newsletter, which I'm hoping that each of you will take some time to do as well. I will also share when we gather for our 20th reunion the weekend of October 24th and 25th. Clearly, this is not going to be a traditional reunion, and I'm disappointed that we won't be able to gather in person. But I'm hoping and expecting to see many of you there nonetheless, particularly where travel costs and hotel accommodations will not be a factor that may have otherwise kept some of us from attending. So I have a few asks of you as we celebrate our 20th law school reunion, a truly once in a lifetime experience. First, I need you to send in your updates for the newsletter. It's a great way for us to reconnect after all this time. Second, on a sad note, we have lost two of our classmates over the past few years, Tiffany Austin and Holly Parks. Holly was a past president of the NUSL Alumni Association Board of Directors and made numerous contributions to the law school. So we're trying to create a Holly Parks Memorial Fund. Even in death, Holly still contributes to NUSL as she requested that contributions made in her honor after her death be made to the law school. So we want to honor her with a scholarship named after her. And we are trying to raise at least $25,000. Now look, I recognize that these are incredibly challenging times financially and otherwise for many of us. But if you are able to give, I respectfully request you consider helping us to establish this fund. Third, we have some terrific virtual reunion events planned. And when I say we, I honestly mean and only mean the fantabulous Miel Marquis, Director of External Relations. So please register for one or more of them. Our classmate, Kathy Clardy Henry, will be one of the featured speakers, and two of our beloved professors, Lucy Williams and Carl Clare, who are now my colleagues. How wild is that? But they will be joining us as special guests on Saturday, the 25th. Listen, we have classmates all over the world, in New York, the Bay Area, Idaho, Atlanta, of course, all over Massachusetts, in London, and in Australia. Yes, Tracy Kerr, I'm speaking to you. And wherever you are geographically, wherever you are in life, I really hope that you will join us. So register today. I have to say that a lot has changed at NUSL since we were students, but much remains the same. NUSL remains the special place that we chose to start our journeys as lawyers. And regardless of where we have wound up, it will always have played a part in helping us to get here. I know it will always hold a special place in my heart, because why else would I have come back if it didn't? I know this is not the Deborah Johnson that you remember. What can I say? A lot's happened in 20 years. I hope to read about many of you in the newsletter and to see many more of you at one or more of our reunion events. But whether or not I see you, whether or not we've kept in touch over the years, and even whether or not we crossed paths very often in law school. I want you each to know that I appreciate the role that you played in making my NUSL experience a wonderful one and in shaping who I am today. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I wish you much joy and much success as you continue your life's journey. Please stay healthy and be well. Take care.